Welcome to, I guess you could say, the first video of 2021. Yay! 2021. Yay! Anyway, let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned fanfiction idea. And today I'm going to be doing a fanfiction idea of a storyline that's still, an event that's still going on, essentially. And that is King in Black. So, King in Black, as we all know, in that storyline, it's Null, the god of the symbiotes, who is come to Earth to fuck shit up. So, in this cartoon version of King in Black, it's going to be a little different, in that this is going to be centered in the in a shared animated cartoon universe with all the superheroes in there. And it's a little different. We're not going to have Null show up there. It's going to be someone else filling in for Null instead. And who's going to be filling in for Null? Well, it is someone who lives up to the name The King in Black and has black in his title. That is who I'm talking about, is Pitch Black, aka Pitch, aka the Boogeyman, aka the villain from Rise of the Guardians. So, Pitch is our fill-in for Null in this story. So, in this version of King in Black, Pitch has been essentially locked up for eons. He's been locked up for, not eons, but like several years since the Guardians defeated him a few years ago. But now Pitch has been freed, and now he's been, because he's been, rather than try another like all-out attack on, kids in their dreams, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go big or go home. So he's basically been consolidating his power and harnessing it to basically cover the world in just total darkness. And when Pitch announces himself to the world, he's like, I am Pitch, I am the Boogeyman, I am the thing you fear, and I am going to wreck your world. I am just going to make the world a nightmare planet. And essentially, when all the characters, encounter Pitch for the first time, because all the heroes, obviously when the world gets covered in black shadows all across the planet, people are obviously going to be like, that's bad. So all the heroes immediately get together and they're like, hey, does anyone know what's going on? And when Pitch makes his first appearance, everyone's like, because some of these characters had fought the Boogeyman before, and they're like, you're not the Boogeyman. I've met the Boogeyman. No, I've met the Boogeyman. What do you mean with the huge nose and the huge head? What do you mean he looked like a gangster from the 70s? And Pitch explains basically that, the Powerpuff Girls, when they fought the Boogeyman, he was like a disco guy, and when the real Ghostbusters defeated the Boogeyman, he had this big goblin-headed monster. And Pitch basically explains, no, what you've basically been fighting are shards of me. Pitch has basically, pieces of him have, broken off and have gained their own sentience. So they're all, I wouldn't say avatars of him, but they're more like they are him, but they broke off after every so often when he battled the Guardians, pieces of Pitch would break off, they would form into something new and gain their own sentience, and all they would remember is, I'm the Boogeyman. So the Powerpuff Girls version of the Boogeyman, the real Ghostbusters version of the Boogeyman, any version of animation you saw the Boogeyman in, they are all connected to Pitch because they're all pieces of Pitch. They're all they're all not, I wouldn't say children, but more like pieces of him. And one of the biggest pieces out there is Black Hat. In here, Black Hat is a piece of Pitch. He is one of the bigger. He was the first piece to break off from the Guardians when the first Guardian, the Sandman, beat Pitch. When Pitch was wounded by the Sandman. He basically, Black Hat was this huge chunk of him, and it grew and became a new form. So Pitch so Black Hat doesn't want to get back together with Pitch. He doesn't want to be absorbed back into him. He wants to be his own person, and in fact wants to steal Pitch's power and make him officially a true person now. So Black Hat does, and the gang of villainous do team up with the heroes because he's basically I don't want to go back to Pitch. I don't want to go back to him. even like when all the heroes are gathering, some villains get together, like Cobra and, the Decepticons and, other villains just start gathering, because it's like, this is not good. This I don't like. This world of darkness is not good for me. So, so you're now probably wondering, well, what about the Guardians? What is the role of the Guardians in here? Since they're the ones who beat Pitch the first few times. Well, you see, Pitch figured that out too. Pitch knew that if he was going to get anywhere, he had to beat the Guardians first and foremost. But he had an idea. If you can't beat them, make them join you. And that's what Pitch did. He basically found the Guardians and one by one used his powers to corrupt them. He corrupted North, North, aka the Sandman, the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, even Jack got corrupted. So they're now, and even the Sandman gets corrupted as well. So now he has his own little Pitch has this posse with him that are all very powerful, and the heroes that unite have to fight them. And one of them's like, Jesus, I can't believe I'm fighting Santa right now. What? This is my life. I am punching an evil Santa Claus. And I wanted to have that back and forth where Danny's like, I can't believe I'm beating up Santa Claus. I feel like I'm never going to be on the nice list again. And Randy, aka Randy Cunningham, the ninja of Norrisville, responds with, well, at least he doesn't have an axe. And I wanted to have when Santa is possessed by Pitch's power, he's like, punish and not. Those the only two words he says are punish and naughty. And I wanted to have a scene where the heroes are fighting Santa and they throw him, how they beat him, and at least pin him down long enough to try to pull out Pitch's influence over him, is basically they basically throw him into a garbage truck, and Danny of course says, "Get garbage day." Boom! And just knocks him into a garbage truck. But yeah, so there are weapons out there that can hurt Pitch. Pitch discovers there are certain things that do hurt him. Saba, White Ranger, the power of the White Ranger does hurt him because it's the bright light. Sailor Moon and the Silver Crystal, that hurts him. The Matrix of Leadership that Optimus has, that hurts. So he's like, fuck, how these little light things are, so he goes after things that can hurt him. He does want to go after these items and relics that can actually produce bright energy and strong mystical energy from them to essentially they could harm him but not kill him, as he discovers. So he does also want to use his new corruption power on certain heroes. He can't really get control of Tommy, because Tommy is protected by the white light. Optimus and Sailor Moon are protected because the Silver Crystal and the Matrix of Leadership. But he's not really killing anyone. He's turning them into these shadow soldiers, kind of like how Null uses symbiotes to manipulate and control heroes after when he invades Earth in King in Black. So that was kind of another idea I had, is let's have Pitch do that. Let's have Pitch use that ability to manipulate people into but instead he's making them nightmare versions of themselves. So yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that they use they're using nightmare versions of them. The whole story, how it wraps up, is that they do manage to knock the Guardians free of the power. And I wanted to have this fun scene where Buttercup is like, guys, I figured it out, how we can free the others. How? We just have to hit them really hard. What? Yeah, we just need to hit them really hard. And Grimlock's like, cool, I like this. Boom! Grimlock just starts wailing on someone. He's like, out, Out, stupid shadows! Um... But yeah, when they do free, like, the Guardians from them, they first free, Jack. They do free Jack first, and Jack reveals what happened, we're the Guardians, I'm Jack Frost, Pitch was our enemy, and, he's been hiding all these years, like, harnessing new power, so here's how we stop him. You gotta get to the root, you gotta keep, the world has to stop believing, and they're like, it's kind of hard not to believe in all of that, what we're seeing. So, the whole world has, it's not so much now it has to be like, oh, we have to show we're not afraid of Pitch anymore. It's more like, you have to go right at him. So, Tommy, has to, essentially, like, Tommy, his whole thing is like, yeah, I've got the best shot, because the white light can probably be the one item that could probably kill Pitch, but Tommy then gets he loses the morphing ability, and what happens is that Wendy gets it. Wendy from Gravity Falls, of course. She gets Saba and the white tiger power coin. She morphs into the White Ranger and just drives Saba right through Pitch's chest and just effectively kills him. So there you go. That is the King in Black. There you go. That is basically the whole idea for a cartoon version of King in Black. If you're wondering, yes, I am going to be... We are going to... Jason and I have already talked about, as of this recording, a adaptation of King in Black, but it will not be with Pitch as the main villain. It will not be with Pitch as the main villain. And no, the Guardians from Rise of the Guardians will not be part of the Infinityverse. Jason hasn't seen that movie, and it'd be kind of hard to work those characters in there. So yeah, but so you're wondering, if it's not going to be Pitch, who is it? Well, let's just say instead of King in Black, it's Queen in Black. And that's all I'm going to say about it. So, you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this idea? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.